Yeah, I have to. Sorry, where are the circles?
So here we are, Baseball Park, Springfield. Central Coast Marlins versus Manly Eagles, second grade. Bob Crawford doing the umpiring duties behind the plate. Nick Glazebrook in the field. The lead-off batter for Manly is Trent Nickel. And on the hill, the Central Coast Marlins is Chris Goss, and there's the first pitch inside. He is throwing to Jake Phelps. Jack Day at first base. 1-1. Second base is Dr. Dan Rogers. There's a
Reviews already.
foul down third base side.
Jack Stevenson at short.
Jack Stevenson at shortstop. There you go. No, Jack Stevenson's at third base.
Yeah, sorry, third base. Jay Andrews at shortstop.
Jay Andrews at shortstop. And that is strike 3. At the bat is Daniel Goodsall. He's the second baser. They come up the field. In the outfield for the Coast Marlins, at left field is Michael Wallace. There's a strike down the middle. At centre field is Mitchie Pearce. And at right field is Elijah Ansell. So it's hit by pitch. He's taking that on the knee. So
Go the Marlins.
1 down, 1 on. One down, 1 on. Batter up is Brendan Haythwaite. It's very breezy here, so if it's a bit noisy back out there at home, I apologise. I can't do any better. I can't stop the breeze. We are doing our best. For all of you thousands of people that are out there watching. Two balls.
73. When he hit the
Under 18, Central Coast Marlins had a good 1-0 win. Third grade went to the Marlins. It was a nice hit out to centre field. Mitchie Pearce with the catch. Runner goes back to first base. 2 dead. Third grade, Central Coast Marlins came back from a couple of runs behind to work out a 6-4 win. And the Central Coast Marlins first grade got away with a 5-4 win midweek. So right now it's 3 from 3 for Central Coast Marlins for the series. My name is Martin Vine. Grant Johnson is our normal commentator, but he's having a break for this game. He'll be back. The dulcet tones of Grant Johnson will be back for the first grade game. There's foul. The lost ball down to the Mangroves.
Yeah.
2 dead, 1 on. Good hit out to left field. Runner advances, so runner on 2, runner on 1. Batter in the box is Leo Matsua. Down the middle. The wind here today has made things very difficult with technology. So accessibility to stats is a little bit difficult. Just punch that out to Danny Rogers at second base. He makes the easy out, and that's side away. So no damage, middle of the first. So for the Manly Eagles, the starting pitcher is Adam Brown, and he'll be throwing to Brendan Hathwaite behind the dish. And we've got Stephen Patterson at first base, Daniel Goodsell at second, I'm thinking that it's Michael Amir at third base.
Yeah, sorry, a bit confused with stuff.
Shoei Hariyama at shortstop. And then we've got Leo Matsuo at left field. Trent Nickel at centre field. And Dion Mason at right field. Ben Sutton was DHing in the 4-hole. A lead-off batter for Central Coast Marlins, Mitchell Pearce. Fun fact, Mitchell Pearce's grandfather, Terry Pearce, is the Central Coast Marlins coach, also the New South Wales Country under-16s coach, and a long-serving coach for both these organisations, the Marlins and also Central Coast Country. These guys are very lucky to have him involved with this side. Doing the first base coaching for the Marlins is Scott Deeks, who's actually backing up because he's actually the head coach for the third grade side. So lots of guys doubling up. Very strong for the club to have the ability to have these guys involved and wanting to be involved at these levels. So Mitchy Pearce, first pitch. Chaps to bunt. Adam Brown, a big lad. Two balls on the inside there. Three balls, no strike. I think we all know what Mitch will be doing, and we all know what Adam will be trying to do. There's the strike. And the take by Pierce. Under. Good at bat. Sweet 16. Trots down the baseline. Stands on first. Kid's got wheels. It'll be interesting to see what Coach does with him. Dan Rogers. He might have been sore during the week or sick. So Dan is very much a wheels guy. So Pierce goes. The throw is not good enough. Mitchie is comfortable at second base. Not really challenged. So Dan will be able to hit. And he does. Fouls that one away. Left side. Sounded like he hit a car. Wasn't mine. That's okay. Dan's not averse to bunting for a base hit. The first base is standing very deep. I don't think that's off the cards for this kid. That's a strike. One ball, two strikes. A great curve on the outside corner of the plate. Bob Crawford calls it out. Struck out looking. This is Jay Andrews up to bat. Jay has been away from the Marlins for a couple of years, come back this year. Very good baseballer. It's up. Playing shortstop for the Marlins. Plays for Dodgers in the Central Coast Winter Ball comp. Where's that one? Get a ball. Atta boy. Trying to do my best to keep the sound off the microphone. Jake Phelps up to bat. Family affair here. Jake Phelps' wife is also one of Terry Pierce's grandkids. So this is actually the grandson-in-law. Phelps, he's been working pretty hard in between games. He's actually got a bit dirty his uniform, even though he hasn't played yet. But puts in a lot of work in the cages, a lot of work on the grounds. Can hit. Although he has worn a few pitches, he's got a bit of armory on there. He seems to attract the ball when he's in the box. He likes the guard. Strike. 1-1. So one dead, two on. Swing and a miss. Jack Day's the on-deck batter. The first baser, he can hit as well. So the table's getting set fairly well here for the Marlins. But let's hope they can convert. Swing and foul. This breeze might bring it back in. It's kept it in play, but far enough away from the catcher to be safe. It looked to be down the hill at one stage there, but this breeze is very strong. Two strikes on him. Goes to the deuce again. Very well thrown. Not quite close enough to the plate this time, but certainly a great pitch. Runners go. It's a double steal, and everybody's safe. There's a conversation happening here with umpire Nick Rosenbrook. I don't know what was said, but I don't think there was anything untoward done by anyone. Phelps hits again, foul again. Just out of the canteen. So it's going to land in no man's land. Oh no, it's over. Okay, so we've got a hit to centre field with a great catch. Runner tagged up and scores. Pierce is tagged up and scored. Jay Andrews also tagged up at second and got himself over to third. So Phelps they've appealed whether he's tagged up at second or not. And I don't know that he did or didn't, but I'm not sure that he's actually gone about it the right way. I think the pitcher has to go back to the mound first. I don't know that he's not given him out. So they're going to go through this process again, I think. Steps off, throws it to second base, and Nick still calls him safe. So Phelps's hit is an RBI, and the runner has advanced to third. Two dead. Jack Day in the box. High and inside. I don't think that was malicious. I think this is where it came. It's very difficult to pitch out there in this breeze, I'm sure. Central Coast Marlins leading 1-0. Sneak through slips. And another game. 1-1. Jack Stevenson in the box, in the on deck circle. He throws a good change at this kid. That is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Foul over right side.
Are you watching Woody?
Strikes out looking. But the Marlins up 1-0.
I'll be back.
Bottom of the first, so about to start the second. So Michael Amir to lead off for the Manly side. Hits first pitch. Out to Mitchell Pearce out at centre field. Out to Mitchell Pearce at centre field for an easy out. And one up, one down on one pitch. This is Stephen Patterson, the first baser, coming up to bat. This guy's still on the hill. Good strike. Gossy left-hander, left armour. Plays winner ball for Dodgers and also for Toronto in the Newcastle comp, Toronto Tigers. And did he go? Ask Nick Rosenbrook, and he says no. Well, what's going on? I thought Nick said no. One ball, and I think it's two strikes. Two strikes. I didn't think he went, but that's not up to me. I'm not sure what the call was. I was watching up to see what happened in the line. There's controversy, but now it's 2-2. But I could be wrong. That was a strike. So don't worry about what happened in the first couple. The last one was one that he should have been swinging at. Batter in the box is Shohei Ariyama, the shortstop. Foul. 1-1. Manly have a lot of Japanese and Asian players in their ranks. There's quite a number. There's 2 or 3 guys playing first grade on Wednesday night. No, he did not. It's a hit as well. Adds to the multicultural base that is baseball in Australia. We love it. Got a foul and running out of balls, guys. Ball out, Manly. Another foul, and Bob is officially out of baseball. There's one. Draws the walk. Good at bat. But Declan Johnson here in the box with me running the controls. If you don't like the camera angle, it's not my fault. I'm going to blame Dick. Like I said, it's very trying conditions here with technology. The outside broadcast, we're doing our best. pickoff. It's not Chris's best pickoff throw. That's his checking in throw. He has a very good move as well. The runner wasn't far enough off to see his good move. He's just seeing his get back on base move. And a swing and a miss. Leon Mason in the box, sorry. He's a 9-hitter. That's his slightly better pick-off move. Jack Day's going to have to do better throwing it back to him, though. He's making him work hard retrieving the ball. Swing and a miss. I'm not sure that holding him on. Runner wants to go. 2 dead. Fastball, bit of heat on that one. Bit better heat on it. Because he's not the high 90s guy. He's the in and around the plate guy. As a pop up to Jack Stevenson to take comfortably from third base. Slide away. Score remains 1-0. Jack Stevenson in the box. Adam Brown continues on the hill. Shout out to our sponsors. There's a hit up the middle and won't get past shortstop and an easy out at first base. And 1 up, 1 down. David O'Keefe hitting in the DH role. Dave was third grade player of the year last year, actually. Can hit. Doesn't mind swinging the bat. There you go. That'll be down his throat, but certainly a good piece on the ball. Hit to left field. There's nothing wrong with getting caught in the outfield. It was a great piece. But we're still 2 dead. Elijah Ansell up to bat. Elijah also plays for the Toronto Tigers in the winter. That's gone straight down centre field straight, but again, a great piece. The boys are hitting, they're just hitting the field. So side away, no change to the score. Give a shout out to our sponsors. Our major sponsor this year is the Settlers Tavern at West Gosford. We've had a few functions there. We try and get back there after the games. The food is really good pub food, but really good pub food. The drinks are all the right price, and the staff are exceptionally good at what they do, and it's a great clientele that's there. There's not a roughhouse pub. It's very, very much family-friendly sort of a pub. We enjoy it, and we thank them for their generous sponsorship. Goss will continue on the hill here. Top of the third. Recapping the earlier games for under 18s, winning 1-0. And they didn't score the one till late in the game, probably about the 5th or 6th, I think. And managed to defend it with Manly might have had a runner on 3. Top of their last. Not sure who this batter is, to be honest. I apologise for that, but the 25 isn't on my list. We might just have a quick look at the scores and see what they say. Trent Nickel, he's in my list as the 28, who's the leadoff, so back to the top. Hits to left side and it stays foul. He's the centre fielder. Apologies for that, for all the Trent Nickel fans out there. The foul. Pops up to the infield and taken by Dan Rogers. Made it look harder than it probably should have been, but it's still an out. Doing my best here with line-up sheets and breeze blowing behind us, making it very difficult. Still, it's a great day to be at the baseball, isn't it? Oh, yes, he did. It's a strike. Daniel Goodsell, the second baser. It's a foul tip, strike 2. Ross puts one down the middle. It's going to go over. Mitchell Pearce is, great effort, but he didn't get there in the end. So the runner's still going to finish up on second base. And a great effort from Mitchell. Probably misread it a little bit with the breeze. Time's called. A great hit. That'll go down as a double. Brendan Haythwaite in the box, see if he can bring him home. Runner in scoring position for Manly. With a 1 dead. The slider on the outside. Phelpsy out for a chat. It's one conference charged. New rules this year. I think there's a total of 5 conferences for the game. It's going to be a very difficult thing to work out. What's a conference? What's a discussion? I don't think the pace of play is that much of a difficult thing to work out at this level. We're not the major leagues, but anyway, I'm not the baseball police. That's the rules that they are this year, and it'll either work out and become part of the game or it won't. 2 balls. There's 1 strike, excuse me. That's going to go foul. Will the fielder get across to it? No, it's over the fence. 2-2. Elijah Ansell out there at the right field. The sun plays a bit of a role at this field this time of the afternoon. Right fielders will be looking pretty much straight into it. Swirling breeze picking up a little bit more. There's another hit to centre field. That's going to go over Pearce's head. That's going to go over his head, and that's going to go out of the park. It's a good piece. I'm not sure what would have got over there without 30 knots of breeze behind him, but it's still a home run. It says it in the book. Manly take the lead 2-1. The breeze is here for both teams. Again, it's part of the game, isn't it? It's up. And that's going to go over Pearce's head again, and that's also over the fence. Four to one. Is left of centre. Make the best use of the breeze. Probably would have made it without the breeze as well. It was a good piece. Well played. Good hit. Good baseball. Umpire Bobby Crawford asking for more baseballs. Sure if Terry Pearce is clearly not happy about something, but he very rarely is. God love him. Something to say to Bob Crawford there. Not sure what was going on there, but doesn't matter. The game continues. Batter in the box. Liam Matsui. Ben Sutton with a home run. And then Aiken with a home run. 2 RBI home run at that. And to score it 3-1. Yossi is a very wily competitor. It won't hurt him mentally. He'll be able to come back from this. Work around. It's just 2 hits. One of the more senior guys on this Marlins side, very young side. He would be one of the only guys in his 30s. The rest on possibly Dave O'Keefe would be close to 30, I would think. That was strike 3. Runner will reach. Michael Amir up to bat, and it's definitely picked up in the breeze has definitely picked up in intensity now. This must be very difficult to be playing in, but the boys are doing their best. The ball up, 2 dead, 3-1 Manly, 1 on. So Rickson, this breeze makes it very difficult to pitch. You're sort of being blown towards first base as you're delivering. So the pitcher has to make that adjustment with his delivery, and his release points are all over the place, and it's very difficult. I commend both pitchers for hanging in there. It is very difficult to be out there. So yes, it's blowing basically from, there's a hit, straight down to Elijah Ansell, and that, I thought that was too dead, so that's not too dead. It's too dead now, there you go. So yes, the breeze is blowing basically from home plate to right field. So the left-handers should have a ball here tonight, hopefully in the first grade fixture. And Central Coast Marlins have one of the best left-handers in the country at the moment. Rickson Wingrove is going to be playing for the Marlins tonight, getting a few hits in before he goes to the Adelaide Giants. The Newcastle junior, and very strong supporter of country baseball are the Marlins, and as such, these guys are more than happy to come and get their cuts in before they go off to their ABL commitments. So with Michael Campbell batting from the left side of the box, and Rickson Wingrove also the left-hander and a genuine pull hitter, I think we might see a few go over the top of the cages. Marlins are certainly hoping for that to happen. Manly are probably not. Box is Stephen Patterson, sorry. There's the pickoff. I don't think there'll be too many right-handers pulling anything over the fence on the left side tonight. I think everything long will be going towards the fence. That's strike free. But it went strike free, and Marlins are down 3-1. Shout out to our other sponsors, Nick and Jane's Furniture at Kuralta Plaza. Nick is an absolute legend. It's him, wife Jane, Nick and Jane's Furniture Express. Walk in there and say that you're a fan of baseball and that you want to buy some furniture. He will guarantee he'll give you at least 5% discount on anything you want in the shop. Tell me Martin sent you, and he'll give you 10%. Position changing the batting lineup. Jack Stevenson's come out of the lineup and Chet Robinson's coming in apparently. This is Michael Wallace in the box. Foul, 1-1. Foul, 1-1. Mitchie Pearce in the on-deck circle. Sweet 16. Never been kissed by the same boy twice. I guess same girl twice, sorry. Freudian slip. You did not. Sean Smith, first grade coach, going up to do the first base coaching. There's a pop fly to first base. Very well taken. In this weather conditions, the breeze and also staring into the sun. Good defensive fielding. 1 up, 1 down. Pitchy Pearce bunting for a base hit. It goes foul. Pearce has some wheels he's got on board on numerous occasions in that same fashion. I wouldn't be surprised if he stays with the plan. Come over him. That's what I was saying about it's difficult to pitch in these conditions. I think the pitcher was doing anything malicious. He just struggled to get a good landing spot in this breeze. 1-1. Then he gets underneath him with the curveball, and he gets the bottom of the bat on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He just fouls that one off. That was a good pitch as well. Jammed him up. Dan Rogers doing the fielding honours from the on-deck circle. Next batter up. 1 dead. Needs to get a bat on board. He could go right here. Safe, yeah. He's got the wheels, so that was fielded by the first baser. Popped up to the catcher, to the pitcher, doing the chasing across the first base. But Mitchell Pearce was a little bit too quick for him and gets the board. So that's well played at the end. Good baseball. Good effort from the defensive side as well. There's not quite quick enough for the wheels of Mitchell Pearce. Dan Rogers in the box. There's the pick off at first. Pearce gives himself enough lead to have to dive back. Leans forward and gravity does the rest. Good lead from Pearce. Pearce is going and did it easily. I'm not sure what happened there. I think they're asking that the catcher fell in, that batter might have fallen in front of the... No, I think he was just not... The catcher was not aware that Pearce was going and didn't get any call from any of the defensive side, and Pearce gets across there comfortably. So runner in scoring position, one dead, Dan Rogers. Run up, first at bat. Curveball on the outside beating. Dan, a very valuable member of this club. Very capable as a first grader. Outstanding base runner. That's got to be close to a balk. No one's calling it. Pearce goes back. No one's arguing either. It's looked pretty good. Dan's generally a fairly good hitter on the right side. I think the second base fielder looks like he's a fair way close to the second base, leaving a bit of a gap that Dan should be able to take advantage of if he gets his bat around there. Second base moves into a better position. Second base fielder has gone across to hold him, but is he going to get back in time? We'll find out. Yes, that's a much better position. Dan gets a board on a walk. 2 on, 1 out. Jay Andrew up to bat. Great wheels on the bases now. Jay gets the ball in play. I think Marlins have a really good shot of getting another run across the plate. As long as the breeze doesn't knock Richie Pearce back when he's running towards it, because he will be running straight into that breeze running to third base. There's not much of him. He should be able to not have that much wind resistance. One ball. Ball on the outside. Well done by the catcher to tidy it up. It was actually a good pitch given the circumstances. Might be out of the dirt than he would have liked, but I do apologise. I've lost the count here. I'm going to say 1 ball, 2 strikes. Definitely 1 strike. I can't see Crawl's right hand. We'll know on this pitch. I'm going to say 2-2. So the 2-1 or 2-2. Here's a hit to second base. Pops it up to the second base fielder. He gets the runner Dan Rogers out at second base, but the runner Mitchell Pearce advances to third. Jay Andrews reaches on the play. So, runners on the corners. 2 dead. Jake Phelps in the box. The sack hit is out of play, but Phelps is strong in the box. Runner goes. And the catch was attempting to deke Mitchell Pearce at third base, who was not having a bar of it. And Jay Andrews has gone in with a belly full of dirt, uncontested. 2 balls. Phelps not known for his speed on the bags, but generally can make it up with his strength with the stick. Three balls. Jack Day on the on-deck circle. If Phelps walks, that might not hurt him. Although Day is also a very strong hitter. Was outstanding for Dodgers in the Central Coast Winter Comp. Loaded bases, 2 dead. Hits, and this might be in the hole. Yes, it is. 1 will score, 2 will score. Well done, guys. Well done, Marlins. Well done, Jack Day. Phelps comfortably across to second base. That ties up the score. Good baseball. So changing the batting lineup here. Chet Robinson in for Jack Stevenson. Chet, one of the young under-18s. He's been a starting fixture in first grade and on the midweek fixtures. The Marlins taking his chances when he's been given and getting hits when he needs to. Plays for Central Coast Wolves. Sorry, Woy Wolves in the Central Coast Winter Comp. The Manly coach is questioning the batting lineup, whether the change was correct. So if there's a problem here, to the best of my knowledge, the way to correct it won't result in an out. I can't see how there's any question. So the question is whether Chet can come in. He's an under 18. The new rules say that Marlins can, that a team can double up an under 18 into any grade. He doesn't have to be a starter. He doesn't have to be a starter. He can come in at any point in time. The old rule said that he couldn't come into the game until after 3 innings. So that's what the question from the Manly coach is, and it's a valid question. My understanding of the rule is that the under 18, up to 3 under 18s, can double up in any grade at any time. If they come in after 3 innings, then it's not counted as a double up. If they come in before if they come in before 3 innings, or if they start, it's treated the same as starting. So if Marlins tonight wanted to double up another 3 under 18s, they couldn't do that, but they could certainly play 2 more guys in first grade, either before the start of the 3rd innings, and they can play as many as they like after the start of the 3rd innings. They can play 10 under 18s after the start of the 3rd innings. That's a hit up the middle, gone through shortstop. Phelps is going to score. That's a great hit. I don't think that'll be counted as a hit. As an error, that'll be counted as a hit. And that'll add to the score. The intention of the rule introduced this year is to give more game time to the up-and-coming juniors. It's not in there to cover for teams that haven't enough players. It's there to give more game time to these young guys who are needing to get that more work in. The guys that have the aspirations to go to college, or guys that have going to be in the national youth teams. Dave O'Keefe in the box. Runner on 2, runner on 1, 2 dead. Over his head.
Thank you.
Yeah, so these young guys that are trying to get some more game time, to get themselves over to America, go to college. They'll be playing 4 or 5 games a week. They're going to be a lot of at bats behind every other kid that's there. And Dave's hit that. O'Keefe's hit that. It's into the hole. And this is Jack Day scoring. Great piece, great hit. And the score moves now to 5-3. Yeah, so the league recognises that these guys need the extra work. We want to make sure that they stay in the game. You don't want them just turning up and playing under 18s and then going home. If the opportunity arises for some of these more elite under 18s guys to... There's a hit from Elijah Ansell. Picked up brilliantly by the third baser, and not such a great throw, but first base makes it look good. Drags it down, and Elijah is out at first base, and the score remains at 5-3 at the bottom of the 3rd. So we're going into the top of the 4th. Yeah, so the league's looking to get these guys getting more game time. I think it's a fantastic move. And I understand why the Manly coach would be questioning it, because it is an unusual thing to do, to bring him in after a couple of innings. It is what it is. Jack Stevenson might have been sore too, actually. That could be a position, something to be considered as well. Actually just been told that Stevenson was carrying an injury into the game anyway, so Whether that's the reason or not, I'm not party to. It wouldn't make any difference. He's still entitled to bring him into the game early, injured or otherwise. Chris Goss to continue on the hill. 5-3.
And one down on the first base side next to their duggout. You see them come from that.
Riverside Dental, one of our sponsors, one of our club sponsors, West Gosford. Very good dentists. Had some fantastic reports. Very pleasant atmosphere. It's never fun going to the dentist. It's not too bad going to see these guys. Riverside Dentists at Riverside Dental Spa. There you are at West Gosford. So to lead off for Manly, Shoei Ariyama hits long to centre field and it is over. Another home run. Great batting.
What?
The breeze was down a bit for that one as well, so fair play to him. 5-4. Marlins.
4-5. We're up 4-5. We'll get better. I don't think so.
Stephen Patterson up to bat.
Yeah, exactly.
Low and inside.
Never a win.
I'm doing my best to try and find the right position for the microphone. It's not going to catch too much of the wind.
What year are you in?
Strikes out. One dead.
Kieran's sister. I don't know where she is right now.
She's okay.
If they get past her, soon she'll probably not.
I think someone's burning out of order here. This is Trent Nickel in the box. It should be Mason Dion Mason.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, Mason Dio was the batter that struck out. It was Dion Mason, sorry. We're back to the top here, Trent Nickel. So the home run was hit by Shoei. Dion Mason struck out and Trent Nickel in the box now, so it is all correct. My bad. for Marlins. It's a foul.
Heavy man.
Mitchell Pearce takes the catch. Centre field. 2 dead. Batter in the box now is Daniel Goodsell, the first base.
Is that one? Is that having fun?
No. Go to Mom.
That's under. So I'm going to say 3-1.
Keep going.
Doesn't matter how many strikes now because he's just had 4 balls thrown to him, so he reaches on the walk. Brendan Haythwaite in the box now. Two dead. Runner with a big lead.
Nice and close game. It's a nice and close game. Marlins field.
There's a hit to centre right. Mitchell Pearce getting across there. Elijah Ansell. Between the two of them, they've dropped it. Runner reaches to third. The hitter will be credited with a double, I think. Hard to call that an error.
Hello.
Just saw Ross Hendy in the crowd. Ross, long time Marlins guy. Was actually my PE teacher at Gosford High School back in the early 80s. Lake Claxton for Shield for New South Wales and for Queensland. Moved up to Lismore, I believe, and then played for Queensland. Through the Surfers Paradise Club, I think. Back in that would have been the middle to late 80s. Loves his baseball, loves coming and watch the Marlins play. Finds his little spot. And the runner is going to score here. A pass ball. I'm going to go with wild pitch. That ties up the game. Ben Sutton, the batter. Swings and misses. Sutton the DH today. Hitting for the pitcher. And hits it to right field to score a run. Good baseball from the Manly batting side. Situational hitting. Left fielder Leo Matsuo up to bat. Foul. Ah, sorry. I'm gonna miss. I wasn't watching. Sorry.
No, he was the one that hit it to the left.
Inside again. Catcher probably should have taken it. Runner advances to second, so the runner in scoring position. 2 dead. The 5 hitter in the box. Looking to hit Oppo, get his runner around.
Can they see where your point is?
Yep.
Yep. You should get it out of the way.
That's up and away. The wind is a little bit quieter now. Hits to shortstop. Oh, probably deserved to be out jumping over the ball anyway, but Jay Andrews makes the play to Jack Day at first base and side away. So the score now 6-5 to Manly. Jared Maloof and Partners have been a club sponsor for last year and this year as well. Anything law related, they are more than capable of dealing with your circumstances and your situation. All of the reasons that you may need help with the legal system, be it property transfer, be it court appearances, whatever it happens to be, solicitors and barristers. Michael Wallace. Sorry, well, the Wallace fans out there, it's Mitchell Wallace, not Michael Wallace. Can't read my own writing. Up to bat. He's playing left field. He won't get much work out there on a day like today with the breeze the way it is.
Hasn't been that bad. Hasn't been that bad. Hasn't been that bad.
His job is to be in the box now, and this is a pretty good at bat.
Yeah, there you go.
Bit of full house. Adam Brown still going on the hill for Manly. There's a great piece. That's going to go over the centre fielder's head. Has hit the fence on the full. That's a great shot. Again, the wind had an influence on that. But like I said, the breeze is here for both teams. So Mitchell Wallace from the 9-hole hits the fence at centre field. Back to Mitchie Pearce leading off. So none out, one on. Marlins down by 1 run. You've got the New South Wales Country Under-16s coach coaching at third base, Terry Pearce. The New South Wales Under-18s coach, Sean Smith, coaching at first base. These guys can't work something out on the base paths, then someone's missing a signal. Pearce tries to bunt. Adam Brown knew it was coming. Throws a great curve. It made it very hard for Mitch to try and execute what would have been an easy bunt had he got the fastball that he was looking for. Good pitching. Pick-off attempt. Might have been close. Hard for a right-hander to get a pick-off at this level. Runner goes. Pearce strikes. Lucky not to get caught and called out for interference. He didn't seem to walk across the plate on the swing, but no one's upset by it, so he survives.
Come here. I'm out of that.
Mitchell Wallace over to second base. So runner in scoring position, none out. Down by 1, bottom of the 4th. Outside. Mitch Wallace, one of the young guys, new to the club. 18s, I think he's 18s eligible. Played last year, I believe. A lot of enthusiasm from the lower graders and the younger guys of this club. It is great to see. It's not a. There's no stodgy old furniture that's being dragged along anymore. Marlins, there's been some outstanding players come through the ranks since their inception, and the current crew have a lot of youth and exuberance amongst them. That's a terrible pitch. Unfortunately, that's going to go in the dirt. Catcher did well to get anything on it, and Wallace moves across the third base. That got stuck in his fingers, I'd say. He's actually pitching very well, this fellow. Adam Brown. His off speed has been very well executed today.
It actually said 72. What?
Throwing anything off speed in these sort of circumstances is fraught with danger anyway, as its challenges. So fair play to him.
Oh, 60.
And Pierce strikes out,
What's your fastest?
swinging at something he probably shouldn't have.
I don't need. I've never.
Dan Rogers up to bat.
54. And also takes
One dead.
miles.
First base comes in a bit closer now. He was sitting very deep. Dan is very capable of
Kidding me.
hunting for a base hit.
Get off it.
The runner on 3.
You get off the table.
And only one dead.
What is that button?
Might be an option. I think Terry would be happy to see him hit right side. Dr. Dan. Here's the bunt. Dan of Central Coast Junior, been with the Lions Club all the way through. Family great supporters of Marlins. Eddie's father Eddie serving on the committee for a number of years. There's that curveball. Well, it's getting a little bit cooler now. It was ridiculously hot earlier. It was 35-ish with the breeze. It's very uncomfortable conditions just from the breeze. The breeze has eased off a little bit. The temperature's dropped a little bit. It's not anywhere near as unpleasant now. Shadows are growing longer. There's the bunt into no man's land over the top, and that will score a run. Fantastic, Dan. The lofted bunt. Lofted bunt over the pitcher's head. Drops in front of second base. Runner scores. And Dan reaches uncontested to first. That ties it up 6-all. So, conference charged.
599.
That's one.
View. Is that just like
I think this fellow would have thrown
That's afterwards.
a relatively high number, but nothing outrageous. He's been quite efficient. There's the pick-off, and Dan's got to be out here, yes. Yep, long way off. That's unfortunate. That was a very good pick-off move.
Good job, Dan. Good play, run.
Wild pitch, which would have put Dan across to second and possibly beyond. Jay Andrews in the box now. Jake Phelps, the catcher, on the on-deck circle. pitch down and away again. They get 3 straight balls. And he got an out with his first pitch after the conference anyway, so fair play to him. That is a walk. 4 balls. So the go-ahead run on base, 2 dead.
And I've already had
Phelps, the catcher, in the box.
softball this morning, and tomorrow.
What are you playing softball? What's it, softball?
Central Coast.
Where are you playing?
Somewhere in Sydney. Sydney, somewhere far.
Is that the team we used to win in basketball or whatever?
No,
Phelps in the box, Jake Phelps.
because we're in unison. But it was last week.
Called strike, outside corner.
No, we're only allowed to hit lefty. Really? Once we got 10 off, we were only allowed to hit lefty. And I hit a my friend hit a triple lefty. Last week.
Yeah,
The weather might be starting to show on Adam Brown's pitching. There's no movement in the bullpen, although there is a pitcher stretching for Manly. I think that's a short stop.
What do you
hold the blue gun.
Ayama, I think, is stretching.
do?
Phelps swings and fouls.
He throws hard.
So Andrews was on his bike then. The hit and run was on.
Yeah.
2P with the signal.
No, I threw 54 and I threw 84.
Jay Andrews goes. Throw to second base. Andrews does it comfortably. Up and away. He's on his way to third, and he better hurry up. And he's comfortably at third. He looks like he might be sore here. No, he's just. Oh no, he's okay. He has. He's hurt himself. TP hasn't noticed. Jay isn't going to tell anyone because he's not that guy. You need to drag him off with a wrap around him. He's a baller. Phelps with a chance to knock him in. 2 dead. Phelps wants something that can hit because the walk won't really help him. Jack Day on deck behind him. Jack Day hit
106.
good RBI his last at bat. It's a full house for Phelps. He wants something to hit. And he gets the walk.
Oh no, that's because it was changed up.
I think it might have touched him on the way through anyway.
No.
So runners on the corners. 2 dead. Score's tied. This is a great game of baseball.
No, that's 25.
There's only like rolling up there.
No, it wouldn't be that slow.
We've got a pitching change, and there's some defensive changing happening as well, I believe. Let's have a look and see if we can work out what's going on. 91's the pitcher, which is Leo Matsui, who was at left field. The DH has gone to third base. That's Ben Sutton.
60.
No, that's not right.
Swing your
No.
Oh, 30
The
rounds.
DH has gone to 3.
Thank you for the peg.
Let's give it to Robert.
Ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, so Ben Sutton's gone from the DH role. He's gone to third base. Sorry, first base, excuse me. The first base, Stephen
Oh, that was
Patterson.
one Bobby handed to us because it was on the field.
I can't tell you where he's gone. He may have come out of the game.
So we can actually see.
I mean, you could have it all the way down.
And the
It's not
right
score.
fielder, the
You
left
could just
fielder,
have it all the way
sorry,
down and not score.
Leo Matsui, has gone to the hill to pitch.
We got 3 minutes.
So all we've got to do is work out where the first base went to, and who's at left field. But I can tell you that Ben Sutton has had a very good outing today. 6 runs, yes, but not sure all of them were charged against him. He pitched very, very well. So a bit of sidearm action. We love a good sidearmer. From Leo Matsui. Jay Day hits long and left, and it's fair, and one run scores. Day finishes at second base. Phelps has advanced to third from first base. He hasn't done that for a while. God love him. And Chet Robinson now up to hit. Chet hit the RBI in the under-18s game this morning. He's come into the game as an injury replacement, they tell me. I don't think it would have mattered whether he came in as an injury replacement or not, but even if it's a problem, he's in the game.
And 7-6.
And we're playing baseball. And Robinson hits a nice one out to right field. Centre field, sorry. Centre fielder has hurt himself. He's taken it.
No, we didn't score them.
You did.
Oh, we did?
He's taken the catch. He's come up sore, but not that sore. He's jogging off, and we're all okay. So the centre fielder, of course, with a great catch was Trent Nickel. I believe. The first baser, Stephen Peterson, has gone out to left field. Right, so Marlins have a change on the hill here. We've got Ryan Hudson throwing. Dan Woodings warm-up duties for him. Dan catching in third grade. First game back with the Marlins this week.
All good.
So it's a straight swap from the bullpen. Chris Goss pitched very well today as well. He's gone 4 innings. It's 7-5 in favour of the Marlins. Hudson has been throwing in first grade on a Wednesday night. Didn't come out of the pen last Wednesday, but he's been making himself available for all the Sydney away games as well, which is a fantastic effort because he's up in the Newcastle district, is up Toronto way. So the effort that some of these Newcastle guys have to put into to participate in this league is outstanding, and the club recognises that. Hudson from the same stock as Matt Hudson, who played for the Marlins a few years ago. He went off to college, Matt Hudson. He went to NIAC, Northern Iowa Community College. They made it, they might have just fallen just short of the College World Series, one of the strong schools, a strong conference in that part of the world. I think Ryan also has dreams of a run at college, American college, as should most of these young guys. If you want to play, that's the path you need to be looking at taking, I think.
Okay. Just a bit out. Corner.
Chris Ings, the Marlins first grade catcher, just trying to tell me how to do my job. God love him. So Stephen Patterson, draws the walk. They're going to drag him, and they're going to put on one of the young guys, I'd say, as a base runner, number 80, and I can't tell you who that is because I haven't got the numbers from the benches. I will find out who the runner is. I've just been told that the runner that's just come on is Chris Wyatt, number 80 for Manly. I can't tell you if he's an under 18 or a third grader, but he's keen for a run, and he's off his going to be thrown out here. Yes, oh, please. Oh, I think that was a no-brainer. All right, okay, so Nick's given him safe. Can't see how he couldn't have been out there. But we don't have the benefit of replays. The umpire's made a call. There is no question you can ask. So the runner is safe.
You can. Go to your please. Just
I'm sure that everyone will be fast forwarding and rewinding and fast forwarding and rewinding the YouTube coverage on that one. But it's in the book as a stolen base, and that's all that counts.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
Hudson mixes them up well. He's got a very subtle little angle changes in his delivery, subtle little changes in his speed, velocity, and subtle little changes in his tempo as well. So I like watching him pitch. Plays for Toronto in the Newcastle League. I think he was the second grade pitcher of the year, possibly even second grade player of the year for the Toronto club, and I think he might have scored points. There's a hit which has gone foul. I think Hudson may well have possibly been second grade Newcastle District second grade pitcher or player of the year as well. Had a very competitive at-bat this morning in the under-18s game. They needed to run the clock down a little bit to get that Marlins were batting the bottom of the innings, and it took about 7 or 8 pitches to run the clock down. Oh, what's going on? Elijah Ansell's lost that in the sun completely. So the tying run has scored. That's where that sun comes into play. So Elijah had absolutely no clue where it was going because he clearly lost it in the sun. He saw it off the bat and then was hoping that he might have been getting a bit of a read from the boys. So good hit to right field from this is the new batter in the box now too.
Scored one.
Yeah.
Get your pitch where you want it. Not to do it. Maybe one spot.
Shoei Arami, I think, was the hit. So this is a new batter in the box. I can't tell you his name. He's coming for Dion Mason. Ollie Stokes is the hitter. He's coming for Dion Mason, and remains to be seen where he'll field. He's in the 9 hole and was hitting 9. That was playing 9. So the throw to first base gets the batter out, but the runner advances to third. 2 dead. Back to the top of the lineup. Trent Nickel. Just saw Craig Anderson over there in the bleachers talking to Ross Hendy.
Right, I'll be back.
Craig, a a shining light for Marlins here from the beginning, and went on to silver medal at the Olympics. So there's a hit to Dan Rogers at second base and makes the play at first base. So the run doesn't score. The scores are tied. The scores are tied.
5:58.
And the time is 5:58. I've just been
Tell
told.
me when it gets to 5 past or the third, when the third out's out, just in case, all right? Then we're going to start another inning. But they're still batting at 5
5 past.
Yeah, 5 past. Yeah, they're still batting at 5 past this game. If these guys get them out before 5 past, they can have another bat.
So the magic line in the sand I've just overheard is 5 past 6.
On the last out, if they get a run,
So
we'll
if-
finish this game. But
Yeah.
if they get out before that 7 minutes, these guys can have another bat. I don't think that will happen, but
So if Marlins can score and then still be batting at 5 past 6, they will win. That will be a win. If Marlins score but are not batting at 5 past 6, it will go to another innings. And if Marlins don't score and get out before 5 past 6, it will go to another innings as well. So I think that pretty well explains it. Other sponsors we'd like to sort of give a bit of a shout out to: Prestige Party and Event Hire. They actually have been fantastic for us, with, both with their sponsorship and also with their access to their equipment. We've had the marquees here for different events, and that's what they do. They'll come and set up your marquees, set up your chairs, set up your tables, all of that goes with it. They come out the next day and take it all down. They're outstanding in Central Coast and Newcastle and the Hunter Valley, and probably the biggest of their kind in that industry. Prestige Event and Party Hire. Big shout out to the Prella family. Young Sam plays second grade with this club here, and he's currently doing his HSC and also carrying an injury. He stepped on a bolt a couple of weeks ago, so he's got another couple of weeks of injury rehab. And we look forward to seeing him back in the fold. So Dave in the box. Dave O'Keefe in the box. 7-all the score. All these games this weekend between these two teams have been very close games. They've all been one-run ball games. This looks like it's going down to the wire. Kai Walsh into the game. McIntosh Walsh. Kai McIntosh Walsh.
yeah,
Kai's dad, Matt, coaches the under-18 side. They are very strong. Hang on. Strong with the Ruse Club of the Central Coast Winter League, and stalwarts within the Wildcats Club as well. Played all his junior ball with Wildcats. Kai's been very crucial to the first grade campaign this week. He's been making himself available for midweek games and been very handy to have, has wheels and can hit. Let's hope he can do both right now. so we can get some runs on the board for the Marlins. That's gone foul. So Leo Matsuo still going on the hill. And fouls it off nicely. It's looking strong in the box, Kai. One of the things about Terry Pearce's charges is they take positive at-bats. Foul tip. Crawford happy to hand deliver the ball back to the pitcher. Soak up a little bit of time for the catcher. Great irony is that might be the time that we'll decide whether Manly will get another shot at this. That's high. That's hit him in the head. Knocked his helmet off. I don't think there's definitely no malice involved there. So I'm going to say that they're going to drag him. Terry Pearce says, how many fingers am I holding up? And Kai says 3. So Terry will say, yeah, that's fine, mate. That's exactly right. Yeah, show of support from the catcher. Well done. So by my reckoning, this game can only be won by Marlins now. At 7-all, we won't go to another innings. So Kai is effectively the winning run. 1 dead. Dan Willing's coming into the game. Dan also a Woy Woy Wolves junior. One of TP's boys. Hits up the middle. No, hits into a double play. And that is game. I think. So hit to shortstop. Shortstop makes the catch. Throws out Kai at doubling up, and that's game. So a 7-all draw. An outstanding game of baseball. Good pitching, good fielding, good batting, good baseball all round. So we'll take a short break and be back with the first grade fixture shortly.